Mother. Man.
My name's Kaya Shawback, and I'm with my dad at the Baldwin Asylum.
Spreading faster than a case of the clap in a trailer court. Able to shatter eardrums within a 666-mile radius. A podcast more brutal than all the rest. It's Murder Metal Mayhem! All right.
Holy shit. What up, fuckers? The chaos
outside.
is real.
We're outside. It's Saturday, Chris. I'm totally screwed up here. We are doing a new Murder Metal Mayhem. We are outside at the Baldwin Asylum in Rantoul, Illinois. Little haunted attraction.
One of the top 10 in fucking Illinois.
Yeah, amazing stuff. And it's episode 196 going down here.
4 more till 200.
That's right. That's right. And I got Chris here with me. I got Jenny, my wife, and Chris's girlfriend, Courtney, and Joey over there in the 419.
What's
up, Joey?
Fuck yeah.
How's it going in the 419, bro?
Not bad, not bad.
Joey, dying to know, how did it go with your meeting Art the Clown, man?
Yeah, bro. What's up with that?
Yep, that was pretty cool. I went up to Leslie, Michigan, and they have a attraction called Awaken Haunted Attraction.
How was that?
And they've been going for 7 years, and the haunted house was dope. It was really, really cool.
Hell yeah.
It was 20. I think it was 25 for general admission, and it was a pretty long haunted house. Like, I think it took 40 minutes to get through, maybe a half hour. So
nice,
but it was substantial, so that was cool. And then I got to meet Art the Clown from the Terrifiers. That was awesome. Got a picture with him.
Yeah,
fucking A, man.
Got something signed and all that shit, but. No, that was super cool. So even though I'm not there with you guys at the Baldwin and get to walk through with y'all,
right?
At least you got one of your own. Hell yeah.
Yeah. So Murder Metal Mayhem, we're global.
Yeah, and right now we're talking to you on a hotspot on a cell phone. So we are not in the best of hotspot, is not the most reliable. We're usually on Wi-Fi at the studio, so hoping we don't
Y'all
lose
are in
you
a
tonight.
parking lot.
Yes, we are. Fucking right.
So.
Parking lot pimping, bro.
That's right. So what shirts we got on, Chris? What do you got going on over there? Your hoodie.
We are outside, so I got the old Murder Machine zip-up skull hoodie on.
Nice.
Underneath that, I got the fucking badass fucking goremonger fucking hate cunts. Fucking Violence of the Slams. Get her done, right, Joey?
Oh, yeah.
Very cool.
And
then what about you, Joey? What you wearing over there?
I'm wearing the Minstrel Disconsumed zip-up hoodie. That's my buddy I did a split with from over in Indonesia.
Fucking right.
And because we're doing the zombies, I had to wear the Impetigo hat and the Horror of the Zombies because I fucking rep that shit hard.
You have to, bro. You have to.
Nice. And what about you, Courtney? You look like you're dressed for the weather.
All
Carhartt.
And some black
She's
leggings and green boots.
Very cool. And Jenny just got a nondescript hoodie on.
Well, under my hoodie that I stole from you is my Painted Wraith t-shirt.
That's
Fucking
right.
A.
You get the Painted Wraith t-shirt on.
Yeah.
And I'm supporting Murder Metal Mayhem. Got my Murder Metal Mayhem hoodie on. And Blunt Force Press t-shirt on below. So very cool. All right. Well, we are bundled up here. We're outside. It's getting a little nippy, but we got a lot of...
It's fucking Illinois in October, man.
That's right.
Right.
We knew
It's so much better than it could be.
Yeah.
It's
At
been
least
worth
it's not
plenty.
raining
Yeah.
or windy or anything like that. So last week, guys, we did our feature on vampires. It was actually this week. So we're doing 2 episodes this
in a
week.
week.
This is
We're
the
taking
second
next
one.
week off.
Yeah.
But you guys get this episode this... I'm confused myself, Pete.
Yeah, we're recording this on a Saturday. Normally we record on Tuesday, but this will be out next week. So they'll get it normally on their Thursday, but we're recording it a few days early. Now, we did the Painted Wraith on Tuesday. We did that vampire episode, and it was such a cool place, a perfect location to talk about something like that. And so if you missed that, go check it out. Joey, you did the metal segment. That was cool.
Fuck yeah. Motherfucking...
I did Rigor Mortis
fucking
last
Mortis.
week.
Yeah.
Fucking thrash metal from fucking Dallas, Texas.
Yeah, that was badass. And, we did a great killer cage match. Had some sick Ripper going
Sick
on.
Ripper.
The look on Mike and Stephanie's face, Joey.
I wish
when
you could have seen that shit, bro.
It was
so
hysterical.
good.
And we warned them, and they were still like open mouthed.
The shit was classic.
It was hilarious. So, for that alone, you need to go listen to episode 195. But we were passing 800 to that one today, and that's good because this is a few days earlier than we would normally report. So that was good. So thanks everybody that listened to that.
Yeah, y'all is shit.
And tonight we're continuing on our Monsters of October episodes, this time with a discussion on zombies.
Zombie.
We're out here at this haunted attraction.
Oh.
Wow. Chris over here crooning. And
some 90s going on.
we
Fuck
got, zombies is such a hot trend. It's been like this for a while with shows like The Walking Dead. I mean, just been huge. I mean, so many seasons and people really digging it.
Y'all ever watch Z Nation on Netflix?
I have
Not
not,
yet.
but I've heard of it.
I watched it, and it's like campy. It's more comedy and shit. It's
okay.
I love
Okay.
it, dude. It's fucking great.
right,
Like the
cool.
first episode, there's a zombie baby ripping around and I fucking love it, dude. It's just so funny to me as opposed to The Walking Dead. I thought it was a great show. Y'all should check it out.
That's cool.
Yeah,
That's
I could do
cool.
that.
I mean, the genre really kicked off with that black and white classic Night of the Living Dead. We'll talk
Definitely.
about it. And everything in between. So we're going to get
Definitely.
into all that, and we're out here at the Baldwin Asylum in Rantoul, Illinois. It's this haunted attraction, and we're going to actually go in there too, which should be fun.
Oh yeah, can't wait to do
Are we
that.
gonna podcast
yeah.
that somehow or no? Or how's that?
We're gonna
What's
talk
that?
about it.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna
I
talk
was
about it.
I don't.
Now, I got the horns tonight, and I'm going to be doing the metal feature on the Swedish death metal band Cut Up.
Hell yeah.
Definitely dig those guys. We've played them a few times, and I'll be dealing that tonight. And then, Joey, you got a lost classic for us?
I've got one.
Awesome.
As
That'll be
always, I
good.
bet you it's a good one too. It always is.
Probably some old Brittany Fox. I know Joey. Boy, he loves
you
that,
know it.
that hair metal shit.
In the girls' school.
We'll do that, and of course, in the metal.
I may
zone.
have mentioned it already, so I'll just say that.
Right,
All right,
right. Hell
that's
yeah.
true. Killer cage match. Now, I have got one. I do this to you guys every now and
Yeah,
then.
this is one I don't know what's going on,
You
man.
guys, nobody at this table has any idea what I got up my sleeve here. So here's what we're going to do, okay? We got listeners, 5 of them, that contributed some random numbers. And Chris, we're going to say thanks to those listeners.
we got these motherfuckers. We got Jeff Ignatowski. That's the homeboy that made the fucking Killers the card game fucking game that we played not that long ago for
Right.
the podcast.
Yep.
We got the homie Justin Morris, and we got Ray Johnsonville McFalls,
What
always
is the
talking
deal?
about his sausage.
Always, man, always.
So yeah, thank y'all for the numbers.
And
we
one
appreciate
more.
y'all. Y'all are the shit.
We got
you
Sick
got one
Ripper,
more.
or,
We got Rick
Sick
Fisher,
Rick.
the fucking sick Rick himself, out there with the mask. Yeah. So yeah, we got 4 this week. I forgot about that.
Yeah,
Goddamn.
we actually had a 6th come in at the end. It's Austin Yancey from the Baldwin
From
Asylum.
here, hell yeah.
And I'm going to use him as the variable number.
Fucking right, hell yeah.
So what we're going to do is each of the listeners are going to be representing one of us, and that's how we're going to decide.
Holy shit.
And I've got a list of fictional killers, like from movies.
Right.
Freddy and shit like that.
Right.
So each of us will be one of them, and then we'll fight with an object, and it's just a brawl.
I hope I get an atom bomb.
It's a brawl. It's a brawl.
Oh, come
God
on.
And
damn.
because
That's lazy.
and I should
That
say,
is lazy.
Chris, especially to you here, we are in a place that we're in public, and we don't know who all's going to be within earshot.
Right.
So we need to keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Eh,
And that's one of the reasons I changed the killer cage match a little tonight.
eh. I mean, they
So-
are coming to a haunted attraction.
I know, but they don't want to
Like,
hear about, some of the
cunt
things
slobs
we
and all that
talk
shit.
about. Yeah. So. All right, so that'll be fun.
I can say whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah,
to
because ain't nobody gonna hear what the
Joey,
fuck
Joey,
you
you're
say,
you're
bro.
good,
Toledo.
You're good. Yeah, I'm kind of jealous. But, yeah, so we'll do that in the Mayhem segment. That'll be a lot of fun.
Hell yeah.
All right, another thing I want to mention, again, we just passed that 600,000 listens. That's really cool. Woo! So thank you to everybody that
Hell
listens
yeah.
to Murder Metal Mayhem. And when we get to 666,000,
I can't wait for
that'll
that.
be badass. So we'll have to do something special for that.
What about 666,666?
Yeah,
Holy
that's
fuck.
very possible. That's very possible. But the thing is, the stats are approximate, so it'd be hard to
Right.
nail
It's
it
not
down
going to
to
be
that.
fucking straight up. Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
So
That's a bummer.
we got a lot on our plate tonight, guys. We're going to be traveling the globe, talking about some zombies. Hopefully, avoid getting bit. So, Chris, what the hell are we going to do?
Let's get our Baldwin Asylum Attraction on.
All right, a little low 12.
No
there.
fucking 12.
My old band back from 1998 to 2016. That was our song Zombie Road, and I wrote that one, but ironically not about zombies in the least. Kind of a funny
What was it
thing
about then?
Was when I wrote the song, I had watched a docuseries or documentary from the Booth Brothers called Children of the Grave.
Right.
And it was about all these different haunted instances with kids. And there's a road in St. Louis called Zombie Road.
Is there for
and
real?
it's this stretch, yeah. It's a stretch of road where a bunch of people have died, like under mysterious circumstances. And a lot of them were kids, drownings, just different things that have happened.
Right.
And so it just got that nickname Zombie Road. So
That's
I wrote
fucking
the song. And then that was right when The Walking Dead was like at its peak, and everybody assumed that that's what it was about. It's like, no, it had nothing to do with that at all. But hey, if that's what people thought it was about and they liked it, then that's cool.
Right,
So,
right.
Anyway, all right. Well, if you're hearing some errant noises here, we got a live audience going into the Baldwin Asylum.
There's a
which
whole
is
background.
Cool. People
Oh,
are
yeah.
fired up, getting ready to get in there and get the shit scared out of them. So that's awesome. And so we got a few guests here with us tonight. Like I said, we've got Courtney and Jenny here with Chris and I. Joey's in the 419, and there's just a lot of variables with a podcast
We got
like
your
this.
son Joey
And we got
just hanging
Joey
out here. We got
and your
my
son Cole.
We got my son Cole. My
They're
daughter
over there
Kaya,
on the merch detail.
Yeah, they're
so-
on merch. They're on merch duty over
Cole
here.
needs
Yeah.
to come talk about some zombies.
Hell yeah.
So we got a whole family affair here tonight. And Chris, we like doing shows. We got some of our friends here with us.
Dude, yeah, hell yeah, and it's cool. And I'm hoping that like we're able to get some of the motherfuckers that doing the Baldwin Haunted
Yeah.
Attraction, dude, fucking
Come over
out
here.
come over and talk to us, and I'm sure they will. They've talked to us already before, so
Right.
hopefully we get a fucking good show
Yeah,
out
we're
of this.
gonna
Maybe
get to
some,
go in there and check
maybe
it
get
out.
this dude with the sledgehammer
I'm
over
scared.
here.
Boy.
Oh,
Some guy on
Yeah.
stilts with a sledgehammer eyeing the shit out
Oh
of
my
me.
Yeah.
god.
Like
That's
he's
what's
gonna
up.
smash this table. I'm not sure what's gonna
Oh,
happen.
shit.
He has a
boy.
taser.
So this should be fun tonight. We're outside, but thankfully it's not raining. It's
oh,
not
dude,
windy.
I'm so glad it's not raining.
It's a little chilly. It's like in the 40s, but nothing crazy. But it's fun, and it's the time of year, so it's going to be a good time.
You know what my
I'm looking
favorite part
forward to
about
it.
being outside is? I could smoke this cigarette.
That's right. You can. That's right. And we had the guys, Chris from Baldwin.
Yes,
come
we
in.
did. Not that long ago.
Just did an episode with them on old Harold Shipman, that UK Dr. Death. So that was a good one, recent. So if you liked, hearing the guys from Baldwin coming on, that was a good episode we did with them. Now tonight we're going to continue the Monsters of October, as we said, on a feature on zombies, and definitely a great place to do it here. Zombies have been around for a long time. I mean, going back to old Haitian and Creole folklore. And
Oh,
of course,
man.
most of us who are 40 or older remember, of course, the Night of the Living Dead
Yeah,
classic.
they're coming to get you, Barbara.
That's right. So
Stop it, you're scaring me.
And for the time, I mean, that was pretty shocking. So we've been doing this with the monsters episodes, and so the zombies have been so many games and books and movies. It's really unbelievable. And with TV shows like The Walking Dead, I mean,
like I said,
a masterpiece in a way of drawing in people that maybe wouldn't have normally gotten into the zombie stories. So
yeah, there's been so many movies and everything about zombies. It's just insane.
There is. Now, Joey, what is it about zombies that has made it so popular? What do you think?
Just the fear of the dead coming back to life. I mean, just that in general is enough to have a primal fear that's instilled in most people. So, I mean, the zombie thing, it doesn't matter like 20, 30, 40 years, 100 years, whatever. You tell a kid some zombie shit, and the first time he fucking hears about that, they're going to be scared regardless, you know
Definitely.
what I'm saying? So
Yeah, and I mean,
it's
even Edgar Allan Poe was doing all sorts of being buried alive stories. So there seems to have been, over the years, a fascination with either the dead coming back or being buried and not being dead.
Right, dude,
So,
buried alive would be one of the worst things ever.
horrible, yeah.
Bilbo, man.
And I mean, Poe made a living doing those kind of stories. So, Jenny, I know you love zombie movies, and
I
you
do.
got me watching The Walking Dead, and some of the Korean movies are really badass.
Yeah, the Koreans make a good movie.
Yeah, I mean, we just recently rewatched The Train to Busan, and that
I
is
have still not seen it.
Oh,
badass.
watch it. It's so good.
It's such an amazing.
subtitles, so that might take a little getting
Right,
used
right.
to. But
Right.
the movie is so great.
It really
Pick up on
is.
those subtitles now. If the movie's like energetic enough, you pick up on that.
Yeah.
You don't
It-
even
yeah,
have to
it-
read the subtitles.
No, you get caught
you
up.
really don't. Yeah.
You get caught up with this one. You don't even know it
And
after
then
a
at
while.
the end, it like rips your heart out.
Yeah, it's
I
a really
cry
good
at the end.
movie. So now, Courtney, I mean, do the slow-moving zombies kind of freak you out? We're talking about Train to Busan, which are fast-moving zombies. So what?
Those ones freak me out more.
The fast-moving zombies?
Yeah.
Yeah,
'Cause I'm a
because
fast mover, so like slow ones don't.
you could get
hold
away.
any tame to
You
me,
could
yeah.
get away a little easier. So
It's like
fast ones
28
are
days
scary.
later.
I would
and shit.
definitely need the slow ones to be able to survive. Yeah.
So
Well,
going around.
unlike Zombieland, I have no cardio.
So going around the table, Chris, what do you think? Fast or slow freak you out the most with the
Oh,
zombies?
definitely the fast ones, because they come up on you fast as fuck, and they're about the murder. They just want to rip you apart. The fucking slow moving ones, they come at you and they're just like, and if they get a hold of you, yeah, they're ripping you apart. But these motherfucking fast ones,
Yeah.
they're just like full throttle. Like, I'm here to fucking ravage your body and destroy you. Yeah, the fast ones are the most scary ones.
What
of
do
all,
you
definitely.
think, Joey?
I feel like there's two sides to that. I feel like in the moment, the fast ones are obviously scarier because they're fucking just like, what the fuck,
Up on
berserker
you.
on you.
Right.
But there's a deeper instilled fear I feel with the slow moving zombies, because if they start taking over the world, yeah, you can run away from them, but after a while, they're just going to keep multiplying and multiplying.
Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, there's going to be less living, and eventually your impending death is going to come. So that's kind of scary, because then you got to live with the fear instead of just getting it over, I guess.
Right. Hell yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Jenny and I were just talking about Train to Busan. If you haven't seen that, that's one you got to see, because they move fast and it's like a jerky. It's freaky
It's very
looking.
freaky.
So to me, that just endlessly freaking me out. The slow moving zombies, it's like the drip, drip, drip thing, and of course, eventually they can, like in Walking Dead,
Right.
a huge horde can just completely take it over. But I don't know. I guess for me, fast moving zombies, Jenny.
The fast moving ones definitely freak me out more, for sure.
Yeah, and like I said, Train to Busan, you got to see it with the way they move and twist and jerk. It's even weirder. So, very cool. Well, I was never really a huge zombie fan. I did see, of course, Night of the Living Dead as a teenager, and the sequels, Dawn of the Dead and Day of the Dead, and I did like them, but they didn't really scare me, and I think it was because they were slow and kind of goofy almost.
Right,
you
yeah,
know,
it's just like and falling over and shit.
yeah,
Like,
it was almost
didn't mean
kind of
shit.
funny.
Yeah.
But shows like The Walking Dead, which of course started out as a graphic novel, I think what makes them so successful is the way they were able to build such strong characters and make you give a shit about what's going on beyond just zombies. You
For
know?
sure.
Just
you definitely
beyond-
care about those.
Yeah.
Yeah, the people living that life.
Yeah.
Right. And
Like,
I
it
think
makes you think about, like, what the fuck is happening with them, dude?
And I think that's what gives it that mass appeal is just the really great writing and the good characters. But, you know, with many shows, I get kind of bored after a while, and I kind of wish Walking Dead would have ended a couple seasons ago. I think it's starting to get a little played for me.
I
But
fucking quit watching it a few seasons ago.
it's
'cause-
cool.
I'd
but
still watch it, you know, even if it continued past this season. I'd still watch it because I've invested so much time
Right.
already
Right.
into it. And actually,
Yeah.
when I started watching it was when you and Michael and me and Stacy all watched it together. That's when
In
I
the
first
shed?
met you. Was watching at Stacy's house. but that's when I first met you. Was watching Walking Dead on Sunday night.
Yeah,
with
over at
Stacy.
Stacy's place. Fuck yeah.
yeah, so I think, you know, it's an amazing, you know, just mass appeal because of those strong characters. And I'm actually reading a book called Rising by Brian Keene, which is the first of a series he did on zombies, which is really good. And these zombies talk and can do stuff like drive
Wait,
cars,
What was
and
that?
shoot guns and everything else.
Hey,
It's pretty
zombie.
wild.
No, like I said last week or whatever, I haven't seen it yet, but I found this movie that I want. It's an old school fucking like B movie called fucking Fast Zombies with Guns. I want to check that shit out.
Yeah, that's
sounds
definitely a new
That'd be
twist
extra
on it.
scary.
A new twist on it.
I mean, they're fast and they got guns. Fuck that.
Yeah.
I was surprised that zombies have been around as far back as the ancient Haitians and Creoles, but the first recorded English language mention of the word zombie was in an 1819 book about Brazilian history, which was interesting. The word can also be traced to Africa and the Congo, and the Haitian word meant animated dead that was raised by magical means.
I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. And they also believe that zombies were supposed to terrorize the living. So that's
Oh,
pretty.
so it's just a
that's
fact
pretty
of life.
dark.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I
the
guess.
fucking goal, dude.
Deal with it.
Yeah.
You
That's
know,
their
butch
goal.
the hell
Yeah.
up.
They're just there.
Pretty brutal.
And shout out to Animated Dead, the band from fucking Southern Illinois.
Oh, that's
Definitely,
right.
dude.
Yeah, that's
Hell
true.
yeah.
That's true. Now,
I mean,
Chris-
if you think about the movie, though, Reanimator, that would be a zombie, right?
kind of.
Yeah.
Little Lovecraft there
Yeah.
with Reanimator. Now, Chris, there's a lot to mention, with the whole voodoo thing. I mean, you see that in the zombie discussions. I mean, we could easily do a whole episode on voodoo.
Oh, we could definitely do a whole fucking episode on fucking voodoo.
Yeah, I
'Cause
mean, that
there's
might
a
be cool.
whole fucking history behind that.
Oh,
the
yeah,
fucking
it's
dolls,
really
the
interesting.
mystical story behind it and
Yeah.
everything. But what they did is they fucking literally brought the dead back to life in voodoo. So
Right.
that's zombies right there.
Right.
Again.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
yeah.
it is an interesting conversation. Now, Joey, I found it interesting. There's no clear indication of how zombies found their way into the modern horror movies. Even with Romero's Night of the Living Dead, I mean, he didn't even use the word zombie in his script.
No, and I don't know if this is true or not, or maybe it's just fucking urban legend, but supposedly how he came about the idea for Night of the Living Dead was that he was at a shopping center or a mall, early days or whatever, and he saw a whole group of customers, and like they basically approached the registers at the same time, and they were like all moving at the same. Like it was just weird. Like in
interesting.
Working in retail, I've seen it before. Like you can be dead as shit, and then all of a sudden, like everybody comes up at the same time. So
Right.
Supposedly, I heard he was in some shopping area, and he saw that, and that was how he got the idea for, like, you know, and that's why they were slow moving and everything else too.
Interesting.
And so it wasn't a whole gang of teenagers just staring down at their fucking smartphones,
Right.
just like,
Yeah, right. And Joey, did you see those? Go ahead.
I was just going to say, I don't know if that's true at all, but I heard that a while back, like quite a while ago, and I've always kind of believed it. So
yeah,
it kind of made sense. And then whenever they did the movie Day of the Dead, and then they did it at the mall,
right?
That kind of made a tribute to the fact that he saw it at a shopping center.
Yeah, that's a good. It seems to make sense. I was amazed at how much money that movie made. The most profitable independent film ever made. Did you see those numbers though? That was kind of shocking.
Yeah.
Yeah, it cost them $115,000 to make it, and back in 1968, that's the equivalent of $950,000, and it grossed over $30 million, which would be the equivalent of $247 million.
That's some coming up, bro.
Wow,
that's crazy.
That is unreal.
God damn.
Wow, very amazing
They're still
stuff.
making money off of them.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
So I thought it was interesting in researching this, that I found references to Mary Shelley's book Frankenstein from 1818.
Which we just talked about. Yeah.
We just did that, and Chris, you brought this up when we did that. Hey, isn't that kind of like a zombie?
Yeah,
Which
basically,
certainly
Frankenstein's
it would
monster,
be,
not Frankenstein himself, but the monster. He was like the original zombie, but like multiple zombies put
'cause
together
multiple
to build
bodies in one.
Yeah, to build. Like he built a zombie.
Yeah.
Like built a zombie.
Like
Like, oh
Lego,
shit, dude.
like
What'd you?
some
Yeah,
Lego
like
shit.
Legos. Yeah. Hell yeah.
So, but there's authors like Andros Bierce, Edgar Allan Poe, which I mentioned in the 19th century, and of course Lovecraft in the 20th century, writing stories about raising the dead. So it's been a common trope in horror fiction movies for a really, really long time, as we've been saying.
Homeboy with a sledgehammer staring at me again, dude.
Oh
I'm
God!
getting scared.
He's gonna wipe us out with one fucking swoop of that
Will
sledgehammer.
we even make it into the house?
His
man?
sledgehammer's
I
a
don't know.
fucking log, dude.
Yeah, it's crazy, Joey. So this is something that's been going on for such a long time. You have movies like White Zombie in 1930. I Walked with the Zombie in 1942. He's letting Chris hold the sledgehammer.
Let me get a picture.
Oh, hell
That's
yeah.
cool. Yeah, this is awesome.
So we can send it to Joey.
Yeah, we're gonna
Can
send
you
this
send
to you,
it?
Joey.
I see it.
But we got riders. Oh yeah, you could see it on the video.
Yeah, I can see you.
Yeah, that's right. There's so much
Nice.
going on here, Joey. Sometimes I forget that you're looking at it. But we got movies like White Zombie in 1930. I Walked with the Zombie in 1942 was where we started to see it show up in film. And writers like Richard Matheson writing stories like I Am Legend in 1954.
So the I Am Legend, is that the fucking Will Smith
Yeah.
take on that?
It
All
is.
right, cool.
It is, yeah. So that's
Badass.
from 1954. So definitely looked at as kind of a vampire and zombie story in one.
Right.
And a huge influence in modern movies, TV, books, comics, and other forms of media, and even the Tales from the Crypt magazine, which was a big pulp fiction magazine back in the day, very influential on Romero. So he mentioned that many times in interviews. And that movie, again, Night of the Living Dead, 1968, really freaked some people out,
Oh, dude, it's like the black and white zombie version of The Exorcist. It scared the shit out of people, man.
Right.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Now, Jenny, we see a steady stream of zombie movies. I was surprised. We were talking about this before the show. There was 55 of them in 2014. So,
Yeah.
was there any that you wanted to
Jesus
point out?
Well,
I know, isn't that
2014
crazy?
Hold on. In just 2014, there
Just
were
in
55 fucking
It
zombie
says
movies.
approximately, so they
Is that
don't
when
really
Walking
know.
Dead
dude.
started? Or when did
No.
Walking Dead start?
What,
Wait.
No, we're going to get to that. I don't remember the date off the
Yeah.
top of my head.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, so in 2014, we got such classics as The Co-Ed and The Zombie Stoner.
Oh my God, I love it.
nice.
I haven't even seen it, but I already love it.
Zombievers is another one.
That one's good.
Oh,
And,
that's a good one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and Pro Wrestlers versus Zombies.
Oh,
Nice,
wow.
nice.
And then another one that was thrown into that list that I don't think I would call a zombie movie, but it's called Tusk.
Tusk
And,
is such a
Oh,
good
I love
fucking.
It's a great
Tusk
movie.
is such a
Yeah,
good
Tusk
fucking
Tusk
movie.
is
Messed
actually a
up.
Kevin Smith movie.
Yeah.
And it's part
Yeah.
of what I understood was supposed to be a sequel.
I don't
Or
understand how it's a
sequel.
zombie movie
I
though.
don't know either. But it was supposed to be a trilogy with that and Yoga Hosers.
Right?
Yoga Hosers.
Oh, yeah.
Also another
Dude,
classic.
if anybody listen, if you haven't seen Tusk, check that shit out,
Yeah,
dude.
definitely
That shit is
check it out.
fucking
It's
nuts.
freaky though. It's real freaky.
Yeah.
It's yeah.
I love the
Creeps me
fact that the name of Justin Long, he's
Justin
like the
Long.
main dude in
Yeah.
it. The name of his podcast in the movie is the Nazi Party, like Nazi
Yeah.
Oh,
Party.
yes.
shit.
Yes.
Not C.
Not C.
SCA, but
Yeah.
not C.
Like, oh,
Please
what the
don't
fuck?
get us banned again.
Hey,
please.
man.
I can't.
Well,
Oh
and
my
then
God.
Some other shows. Well, another movie that came out. It didn't come out in 2014. It came out in 2013. Which is called Warm Bodies. It was
Yeah?
actually a
Yeah,
good one.
that's
And then
good.
in 2015, the show iZombie came out, and both
Right.
of those
Yeah.
are kind of like iZombie. They're all conscious. They can do everything. They
Right.
go to work. They drive. They everything.
Right.
And Warm Bodies, it was kind of more selective. I think it was mainly
Right.
just a few of them kind of had consciousness.
There is one that came out this year on Shudder that I haven't seen yet that I really want to see called The Sadness. And I have heard some fucking shit about that, like, holy
I haven't
fuck.
watched
I
that
haven't
yet
heard of that
either.
one.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, I wanted to see that movie so bad. It's on Shudder, but I need to check that out.
Okay. Now, Courtney, I don't know if you're into video games, but there's been some zombies in video games too.
Yeah, my kids are, but I don't know much about that.
Me either.
But-
I don't know shit about it. So
Yeah.
I'm way out of touch with that one
Like-
for sure.
Like, as far as the video games, back when I was young, because I don't play video games at all. I used to when I was younger, but Resident Evil to me was like one of the
Yeah.
first big
that was
zombie
awesome.
style video games. All the Resident Evil shit was zombie shit,
Right.
basically. So, yeah. I'm not a video gamer, so there's that.
So the zombie genre wasn't that successful in the 80s, I saw, but the Asian filmmakers began to create some content and kind of get it brought back. In the 2000s, though, you saw a big resurgence of them with, as you pointed out, Chris, Resident Evil, House of the Dead, Shaun of the
Shaun
Dead.
of the
I
Dead.
love
Shaun of the
Yeah,
Dead.
that's good.
Oh
At
my God.
28
One-
days.
Let's go to the
Yeah.
pub, we'll drink a
Some
pint,
days
we'll
it's
wait
just
this
like-
shit out.
I'm just gonna watch Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah.
Randomly.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
Hey, Chris, Joey, I know you guys are really, super into horror movies. Was there any other zombie movies you wanted to point out that we
Was it,
haven't already mentioned?
I don't care what anybody says, but I was Dawn of the Dead when they're in the fucking mall and shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Fucking that motherfucking movie was so fucking good. The way they were like relating to the other dude in the other building.
the other
with
building,
the,
yeah,
with
that
the
was
fucking
cool.
sign, and they're playing the game, and I don't know, Dawn of the Dead I don't know what year it was, but when they're in the fucking mall and shit, and then they have the baby that's born, like dude's wife is pregnant and she's a zombie, gives birth to a zombie baby, and I don't know, there's something about that movie that I just thought was fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah.
That was a great movie to me.
What about you, Joey? What are some of your favorites?
I mean, we already talked about like Night of the Living Dead.
Of course.
Then you got the Return of the Living Dead series. Those are really good.
Right.
Fucking 28 days later.
28 weeks later. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, both of those
I
are.
like
That's
that
like
one.
that was. I think that was like one of the first times I saw the fast moving zombie
Right.
come
Yeah.
at you. You know.
Right, for
Like
sure.
they pounce on you quick.
Yeah, you can't talk about. Oh, go ahead, Courtney.
No, Courtney's getting freaked out by a demon over
I'm
here.
not freaked out. I was
Yeah.
just told by Cole and Kaya.
Oh, Baldwin
Hey, Courtney.
Asylum friend.
Hell
That's
yeah,
right.
dude.
That's right.
She is pretty badass looking.
But
Yeah. Did you see your contact lenses?
yeah.
Freaky.
What were you saying, Joey?
a few other ones I was going to bring up too, and we already talked about Frankenstein. I agree that you got to call that a zombie movie, kind of.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Because of Frankenstein, then you also got Frank and Hooker, which is a fucking great movie from the 80s. You can't talk. you can't talk about zombies and not talk about the Italians. Because fucking Lucio Fulci and fucking Dario Jet, like, all of them touched on fucking zombie shit so fucking well.
Right.
Like House by the Cemetery and fucking Beyond. All those movies are so good. And then I guess the last one I would say is the fucking Mighty Troma from fucking New Jersey. They came out with fucking redneck zombies, and that movie is so
zombies is so good, dude. That
So,
movie
like,
is. I didn't even think about that.
Basically.
Hell yeah.
Very cool. Yeah, it's just a lot of good ones. I think the underground ones that the funny names are great. That's for sure. Now, I mentioned The Walking Dead, which the comic was written by Robert Kirkman, and the artist was Tony Moore originally. Which started, Courtney, in 2003 and went until 2019, the comic. TV show, of course, still going on in its final few episodes, but the TV show is what I think at least blew this thing wide open in popular culture because of how successful it was. And like I said, the story and the characters, really good.
Like when Walking Dead came up, the production of it,
right,
and like the makeup and the way they had the
really
fucking
top
zombies,
shelf.
motherfuckers like, oh shit, this is fucking badass.
Yeah,
so
well done.
I agree with you. Being like, The Walking Dead made it just like motherfuckers like, oh, zombies are fucking awesome.
Yeah, because I normally would not have watched zombie movies in my later years, but I like that show because of the characters. They've done 171 episodes. That's unbelievable.
That's fucking ridiculous.
11
like
seasons.
So many more than that.
Oh, you think there's been more than that?
It feels like it just feels like the show's been on forever.
Forever,
It
yeah.
does.
I mean,
it's almost over. I
Yeah.
mean,
we're
it's only a
almost
few
to
months.
200
out.
episodes of the podcast. So
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, but you guys don't have huge
And the-
breaks in between.
Right,
you
we
know,
don't,
we don't.
yeah,
Right.
episodes.
Now, Jenny, speaking
And
of the walk,
they shot that. I was just gonna say they shot that show down in Noonan, Georgia, which is where a boarding.
a boarding,
Oh,
yes, our
that's
homies
right.
in a boarding, Josh Newman.
Yeah,
fucking,
so that's
yeah.
pretty cool.
that is pretty cool. Now, Jenny, there's been a lot of spin-offs already and talk of
Yeah.
spin-offs. What's the deal
Yeah.
with all that?
Well, Fear the Walking Dead, I didn't get too into it. The very first one that came out, I thought it was cool because it gave us a glimpse of what everything was like in the actual very beginning. Because
Right.
in The Walking
Right.
Dead, we just see when Rick wakes up, and that's
Right.
months later. So
Right.
that was one thing I really liked about Fear the Walking Dead. And then, they had like multiple spin-offs and all these different groups of people. I didn't get into those. But I remember talking with my brother about it one time, and we were talking about how invested we were in the characters of The Walking Dead, and we really liked The Walking Dead, but not as attached to the characters in Fear the Walking Dead. It was just kind
Okay.
of, and I didn't really have any desire to go watch any of the other spin-offs. I just wanted to watch that one I liked, like I said, the
Right,
beginning,
right,
seeing
yeah.
the beginning and how people first reacted.
Right. Yeah, I mean, it's common with big shows, spin-offs, because they know that it's successful, so they're hoping to kind of keep that spark going and,
Definitely.
put another, like you had with All in the Family, then the Jeffersons, those popular shows spawn other shows for sure, So,
Oh shit.
now, Chris, moving forward, do you kind of think the zombie genre will keep going like it has, or?
I think with its popularity is like, was it you or Jen just said, as long as they bring a spark and they bring a new dynamic to it and they figure out how to make the zombie genre put a different angle on it. It doesn't even have to be a different angle. Just make it fucking badass. And no, the zombie genre is never going to end. Everybody's always going to fear the dead coming back to life and be
Right.
like, I don't like that at all. Like walking through the cemetery, you're like, you never know. Fucking, it's all gloomy. It's gonna look like goddamn Michael Jackson's Thriller album and shit. What the fuck, dude? No, yeah,
Right.
the fucking goddamn zombie genre is never gonna end, dude. It's
You know-
always there.
You know what movie I just thought of? Just popped in my
What's
head.
that?
You remember that movie, The Midnight Hour?
Yeah.
That you got me a couple years ago. This movie from the 90s, I think. Really pretty low budget, but LeVar Burton and Sherry Belafonte
yeah.
were in it.
Get the
and
fuck outta
it's,
here, really?
but it's really it's really a great movie. It might be a little hard to find, but
Hell yeah.
The Midnight Hour, it's a pretty good movie. and there are zombies in it.
Nice. Joey, what about zombies in metal, man? This has just been an endless supply of that shit.
Yeah, they're all over the place. Fucking.
Like you said, you got Impetigo.
I got the Impetigo hat, and if I think of zombies, like that's like one of the main bands I think of.
Right.
You got fucking Rob Zombie. I mean,
right.
Obviously,
yeah.
Rob Zombie.
White Zombie
from that movie, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, it's very influential. Fucking. It's influential in media, like you said. It caught so much fire in the late 2000s and like 2010 era, and then you ended up seeing shit like the zombie drug, like fucking, the bath salts turning motherfuckers into zombies.
Right,
sure.
Right. Dude, even as far as metal, even Cannibal Corpse, the first song off of the Bleeding, what is that? That's basically basically zombie shit.
Well, and I got Pit of Zombies coming up at the end of the episode from Cannibal Corpse. So,
but remember they also had the fucking deer zombies.
Yes.
The zombie deer.
Oh yeah.
Yes, I remember that a few years ago. Yep.
They came out with the murder hornets.
So I mean, metal just a constant go-to with the zombies for sure. Very.
Yeah,
very
I did.
cool.
Like for Goremonger, I did fucking Return of the Living Dead, or Night of the Living Dead on my Horrorflix album.
Definitely.
Okay.
And it's funny. Besides that, I was like looking through my fucking catalog, and I mean, I got 10 full lengths out and fucking a bunch of splits, and I fucking literally didn't have one song that was basically about zombies, and I couldn't believe that.
That's
shit.
fucking crazy, man.
I'm gonna write a song about zombies specifically now because
you got to.
Well, I thought the same thing back in the Low 12 catalog, and the only one I came up with was Zombie Road, but it's not even a zombie song, so only in name only. So very cool. Anything to add to this crazy discussion here, guys? I know there's a lot we could have done with this.
I got a little something to add. Since I got my kids here, me and my kids went and did a fucking zombie walk a few years ago. They were all super younger. We did a zombie walk in Bloomington through Normal. So we dressed up and we're doing the zombie walk. And my son, hey Cole, how old are you? Like 13? When you got hit. So we're doing the zombie walk, and we got to where it ended, and then one of the dudes heading it up, he smacks my 13-year-old son in the head with a shovel. It was total accident.
Oh man!
We're just walking, he's swinging a shovel, just smacks Cole in the head with a fucking shovel. He's just like, "Oh my god!" I'm like, "Yeah, you're trying to turn him into a real zombie, ain't you?" Fuck. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That was fucking fun shit.
Oh damn. That's good.
Speaking of turning motherfuckers into zombies, like I don't feel like you can end this topic without at least fucking referencing the Wisconsin sickos that lived for that shit, talking about Jeffrey Dahmer.
Oh yeah,
he was wanting to
sex zombies.
He wanted to turn people into zombies. Like he was infatuated with shit. And then fucking Ed Gein, he was reading all them pulp fucking novels about fucking voodoo and all that.
Yeah,
shit.
the
So
shrunken heads and all that shit.
Yep.
Right.
Sure.
Hell yeah.
That's a good point.
So zombies can be a very fucking sickening infatuation for some people.
Yeah, and then, like you said, the true crime references, it's unbelievable how much it's kind of permeated into a lot of different things. So very cool. Well, I did my research with this one really just over a lifetime of watching zombie movies. I mean, like I said, I wasn't a huge zombie aficionado until started watching The Walking Dead and Jenny and I watching all those, and then this Brian Keane series I just started is just really good stuff. So I do like it, but it's been more of it as of late than as when I was younger. But there's a lot of stuff out there, of course, and our listeners are going to be well aware of all those different places. But I think it's a fun discussion. It's Halloween, and it's just a fun topic to do. So, all right, well, our next episode is going to be on the Day of the Dead. We wanted to wrap up our Monsters of October with that. And, Joey, we got some super cool stuff from our buddy Tex.
Yeah.
And his wife, Jenny, and I were checking
really
it out.
cool.
Some authentic
Thanks,
Day
Tex.
of the Dead stuff that he bought for us with some skulls and some cool banners and all that. We're going to decorate the studio with all that for that episode. So that'll be cool.
Yeah.
And so that'll be fun. And we're going to talk about that Mexican holiday. And as a bonus that week, which will be the week of Halloween, I'm going to post the audio version as a bonus of my short story, The Bells of San Pedro, which I wrote about the Day of the Dead. So, and about grave
I can't wait
bells.
to do Dia de los Muertos.
That's right. There's a band, Dios de los Muertos, that was in heavycore. So yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff. We'll talk about it. And so yeah, I'm interested to do that. And thanks again to Tex and Mrs. Tex for sending all that cool stuff for us. So
Hell yeah.
all right, Joey, what about
Page
a day for us?
I've only got one fucking page a day, but that's okay.
Yeah.
I knew we were kind of fucking breezing through some of these.
Yeah,
since you guys
we
were
didn't
out
really
there.
know what we were
didn't
gonna
know how
expect.
it was going to go.
Right,
Yeah.
it's gone very well so
Yeah,
far.
really.
Yeah,
Pretty
luck-
steady.
It's actually
luckily
been a
it's
good
gone
fucking
well.
night, dude.
I'm amazed at how many
Yep.
people. I mean, it's
Yeah, the
like
flow into the fucking
nonstop.
attraction is steady.
That's awesome. So I still wanted to keep Page a Day going to keep it fucking regular format for our listeners. So I do have one for y'all.
Okay.
This one's going to be going. This is going to be going down to Australia. So maybe our listener Mick, he might be able to tell us if he knows about this fucking case. So this one's called Aunt Thally's Deadly Tea. Now, poisoning by thallium or rat poison was a bizarrely widespread phenomenon in the 1950s in Sydney, Australia. There were dozens of cases, including that of a famous footballer who was poisoned by his mother-in-law, with whom he was having an affair.
Oh,
That's fucking
geez.
crazy.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
But it was 63-year-old Caroline Grills who made the headlines. She was known as Auntie Carrie to friends and family, and Grills seemed as normal as could be, a great-grandmother with thick-rimmed glasses who loved visiting with her in-laws. She made cakes and biscuits, prepared tea for her guests, but she also liked to spike their tea with lethal doses of thallium.
Oh, shit.
In all,
man.
Grills ended up killing 4 relatives and attempted to kill at least 3 others. The son-in-law of a victim who had been blinded after drinking poison-laced tea became suspicious one day when he saw Auntie Carrie drop something into a teacup. He discreetly bottled the tea, took it to the police, and discovered it contained the lethal dose of thallium. Grills was tried in October 1953 on 1 count of attempted murder. She showed little remorse and randomly burst into laughter through her trial. The jury found her guilty in just 12 minutes and sentenced her to death, eventually commuted to life. Known as Auntie Thally in prison, she died in 1960.
God damn, dude.
Wow.
That's brutal as shit.
That is brutal, yeah. I don't know what it is with me with the poisoners. That is just such an insidious
Right.
thing, you know.
It's a common way
sneaky.
for women to kill.
I know, but
Yeah.
it's so evil, man. It's so terrible.
Yeah, it's so sneaky.
It is.
Yep.
It really is. We've done quite a few of
That's
them,
how we are.
and there's some really good ones. Graham Young is a really good story. We got that one on the schedule at some point.
Hell yeah.
The UK poisoner. Yeah, it's a
Can't wait
good
for
one.
that.
All right. Well, we have done our share of murdering tonight, talking about zombies. It's time to crank up the metal. And Jenny, what the hell do we need to do?
We need to get our medal on.
Just because CK has passed on, he's not done educating the masses. CK will forever be the great metal motherfucker. We're here to stomp poser ass and eradicate the planet of their kind. CK has passed the torch to us, and we will forge the fuck on. In CK's name, we will bestow metal knowledge upon all of you.
All right, we are back. We are still at the Baldwin Asylum, Chris.
Fuck yes, we are.
And we're out here at Rantoul, Illinois, outside doing a podcast outside the Baldwin Asylum Haunted Attraction. And, of course, we're in metal right now, guys, which is always going to be dedicated to
Hell
the
yeah.
great metal motherfuckers, CK.
We have not been through yet, But after we're done with this whole fucking metal segment, we're going to go through and y'all guys are going to hear our experience.
Yeah, we're going to go through. And speaking of CK, guys, it's up on a year here within a few days. It'll be a year that CK's been gone. So
hell yeah, the great motherfucker lives on amongst us.
Yeah, and I'm going to be putting a tribute to CK page on the website. So that'll be cool. Link to some of the infamous CK stuff on there. The killer cage matches with Weepy Voice.
Hell yeah.
Good stuff for sure. All right, so I got the horns tonight. Joey, I brought the horns with me.
They are in his hand.
That's awesome.
So I'm hoping that you can see those there.
I can, yeah.
Got the horns here.
Unfortunately, we don't have the ones Mike had last week.
Oh, those are badass.
God damn,
those were wicked.
Yeah,
that was wicked. Some legit goat horns. Yeah, like huge. But tonight it's my turn, and I decided to do the band Cut Up. Definitely wicked, some death metal. And I figured, kind of goes along with the zombie episode here.
Definitely.
We're eating Pop-Tarts, just like we would.
I'm eating the fuck out of some Pop-Tarts.
I opted out tonight. I didn't feel like it.
What kind do you got, Joey?
I just, you know what? I've been having all these crazy flavors out here in the 419. I just bought some regular ass strawberry.
Amazing.
Nice.
That's what I've got right now.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Just a plain old strawberry one. But I was loading up for tonight. We're starting to get low on Pop-Tarts, Chris.
That's fucking crazy.
Ridiculous.
Because we had
that
so
lady
many.
brought us all those at the Dark History Convention. Hard to imagine we're almost out, but we're getting low. All right, well, the band Cut Up, they're a Swedish death metal band. Started by former members of the band Vomitory in 2014. They are on Metal Blade Records. And the lineup is Eric Rundquist on bass and vocals and Andreas Bjornsson on guitar and vocals. So they have two singers back and forth. They don't do too much back and forth, but one will sing one song, one will sing another. Anders
not so much like team vocals or whatever.
No, not so much of that.
Right on.
Anders Bertilsson on guitar and Tobias Gustafsson on drums. Thankfully, the Swedish names didn't completely kick my ass on that.
Right, because sometimes those things are hard.
Because you did like a Polish band or something, it was like insane.
Dude, that fucking binary band, their names.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Holy shit, dude. Some of the bands, after I start doing this shit, I'm like, I can't even read any of this. So, yeah, it's fucked.
And, speaking of the Polish names, Shane gave us some shit one time because Shane's Polish, and he was laughing at our struggling of trying to pronounce some of those names. Yeah. So, Shane, you can laugh it up, but this time the Swedish band names didn't get me too bad. Their debut album on Metal Blade was called Forensic Nightmares, which came out in 2015. And the second one, which is really good, Wherever They May Rot, came out in 2017. And I hope they got something new coming out because I really dig Wherever They May Rot. I downloaded it, bought it, and downloaded it off of their Bandcamp. And I definitely really like those guys. So really good old school death metal band.
Yeah, they're fucking pretty badass, man. I've been checking them out. Hell yeah.
All right, Joey, what about you with the Lost Classic tonight?
Yeah, I got one. Yeah, I didn't realize Cut Up, we've been jamming them a little bit now, but I didn't realize they came from the band Vomitory. That's cool as hell.
Yeah, I didn't realize that either.
But anyway, so for my Lost Classic, and I did mention it earlier, but, since we're doing the zombie episode, I had to do fucking Impetigo, Horror of the Zombies.
Fucking right.
Nice.
Came out in 1992 on Wild Rags Records. Of course, Impetigo from Bloomington, Illinois. And, the whole album's fucking just nothing but horror movie shit and fucking really badass fucking metal. So go back and listen to that one if you've never heard it or if you want to hear it again.
When did you say that came out?
1992.
Wow.
That's a fucking great album, though, man. Come on.
Yeah, I know Tim from Low 12. He was really into Impetigo, and I had never heard of him before when I moved out here. So
first time I
he was really into
the first time I ever really heard Impetigo, I had heard of them because me and Joey went to high school together. But the first time I remember ever actually listening to them with somebody was when I was 18, working third shift at fucking Kroger. His dude, Shane, lived in fucking Tawanda. And he's like, dude, you heard these guys? I've heard of them, my homie. And then I listened to him. I was like, holy fuck, these guys are from here? Goddamn. So yeah, they were pretty badass, dude. That album's always going to be one of my favorites.
That's cool. That's cool. The guy with the sledgehammer is really terrorizing.
He's terrorizing all these motherfuckers.
Terrorizing the shit out of these girls is really funny. Yeah, pretty scary shit. All right, very cool. Well, good Lost Classic and very cool. Anybody, Chris, what have you been listening to lately?
I went back and I was listening to some shit from back in the day. I was listening to some Dry Kill Logic the other day. Fucking Darker Side of Nonsense is a fucking great album to me. Still been listening to my Lost Classic last week, fucking Malevolent Creation.
Oh yeah,
gotta love Malevolent Creation. And I'll let you know what else I've been listening to when you want to hear what I got next week.
Oh, very cool, very cool. What about you, Joey?
I've been listening to fucking Cohanger Abortion, that new fucking Plan C that's coming out. So good. Also been listening to fucking, I had Impetigo in mind, so I always fucking jam a little of them.
Cool.
And jamming that new Goremonger shit, because Horror Flicks 3, I'm getting there. I'm fucking recording vocals is all I have left.
Son, you wouldn't know what to do if you did get there.
But hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Very cool. I've been jamming still on that new Corrosive Toxic Toxic Apocalypse. Well, that's a tongue twister. Corrosive from Canada. And Cut Up, wherever they may rock, and jamming that. And I was jamming that Cannibal Corpse. I was pulling up to the Painted Wraith, and Sexy Bearded Handyman was outside. And I had the window down. He's like, damn, what the hell are you listening to? And I looked at the stereo because I didn't know the song name. And it was Drowning in Viscera. So
fuck yeah. Speaking of Cannibal Corpse.
That was brutal.
Speaking of Cannibal Corpse, that's another one I was jamming the other day, was fucking went back to fucking Eating Back to Life, because how can you not listen to Eating Back to Life?
Yeah, and zombies, right? I mean,
right.
That's all about it. And also that new Miscreants album called Convergence, definitely digging on that. So
fucking right.
Very cool. And if you're in a metal band, go ahead, Joey.
I was just going to say, this isn't so much metal, but it's still pretty badass and music related. But on Wednesday, I went and saw the Toadies in Detroit.
Yes, you did.
How was that?
It was fucking awesome. They played the whole Rubberneck album from front to back, and that was fucking cool. And it's just like, I know it's all a nostalgia thing, but at the same time, like, you sit there and you're like, man, I've listened to this fucking CD hundreds of times in all different kinds of situations, or fucking partying or whatever, and then to actually see it fucking performed by the guys who fucking wrote it,
right,
in its entirety, that's pretty cool. I got to see that, and I got to see whenever fucking Morbid Angel had their reunion, or the fucking whatever for Covenant.
I wish I could have got to see that shit, dude. God damn.
So that's kind of a cool thing, like, as I'm getting older, that I get to experience as a band,
right,
actually playing their whole fucking set. Lividity actually did it this year with Fetish for the Sick too. So
yes,
I think that's really cool.
I do like that.
Yeah, I think that's really cool. All right, well, if you're in a metal band and you want us to check you out, get a hold of us. You can email me at pete@murdermetalmayhem.com, and no guarantee we're going to play it. And we do some reviews, Joey and we've got some coming this week, because I've been behind with everything going on, and so we're going to be posting that stuff this week. So thanks for those of you that have been patient for that, but just been a lot going on, and trying to get that website up so we can be self-sufficient and not rely on those bastards at Facebook. If we can help
fuck
it.
Facebook.
And if you want to send it to us old school, you can do that at Murder Metal Mayhem, P.O. Box 554, Hayworth, Illinois 61745.
And we need stickers, y'all.
Always can use some stickers and some Pop-Tarts, so send those if you
we
want.
running low.
All right, Chris, you got the horns next time. What's the plan?
Yes, I do. So like I was saying last week when I did my Lost Classic, I was listening to this album, and it was going to be my Lost Classic. And as I was listening to it, I said, fuck it. I'm making this my next metal segment.
That's a good idea.
I'm going back to the 90s, and I'm going to Chicago, and I'm going to do fucking Oppressor next week.
Oh, okay.
Nice. So, yeah, fucking A.
Okay, very cool. Also, our 666 Club, we appreciate the support we get there, the Patreon supporters, patreon.com/Murder Metal Mayhem. And you can sign up just $3 a month, and I'll link to that in the episode description if you want to do that. All right, well, we have done plenty of metal tonight.
Yes.
We're getting ready to go into the Baldwin Asylum,
You will
so
get
we'll
to
see
hear
what
our
happens.
reactions.
Hopefully I don't come out of there in a stretcher. That would be a good idea.
Hoof.
So, Joey, what the hell do we need to do?
I hope y'all got your pacemakers. Go get your mayhem on.
Fucking right.
Get howdy, y'all. Anyone can just rent a car. That's boring. How about renting an actual car used by a serial killer to help spice things up a bit? She'll love it when you show up for the first date in the Murder Mac, driven by the Toolbox Killers. Or how about that pickup truck Joel Rifkin used to stash his dead hookers? Or the 1949 Ford sedan Ed Gein used to bring home dead women from the cemetery in Plainfield. Woo-wee!
I thought my date would love a ride in Ted Bundy's Volkswagen. That rape kit on the back seat was the perfect touch. I'm not sure why Velma screamed until I finally let her out.
Here at Serial Car Rentals, we can do more than cars and light trucks. How about renting the Manson family bus for your entire family vacation? All your kid can fit in there, and they might find some LSD from back in the day. Nothing says let's hit the road like some stank-ass hippie fuck bus. You'll all clap for more.
Fuck, my wife and I, we rented fucking Ann Kemper's fucking car and drove around picking up fucking hitchhikers, man. Man, we watched them scream and scream until we let them out the passenger door because they couldn't get that son bitch open. We wouldn't let them. That was fucking great, dude.
Telling y'all, call us today at 800-KILLER-RIDES or download our application to rent your serial killer ride today.
Oh, man.
I love the way you said applications.
That's right.
Not
Joey
apps.
killing it with that serial killer car rental commercial. That was great. Yeah. And before that was Cut Up and the song Behead the Dead. I thought that was a good one for tonight here at the Baldwin Asylum. And we are at the Baldwin Asylum. We got one of the actors who's been scaring the shit out of all these people out here. So
like, yeah, you got all these motherfuckers like screaming.
Oh, they don't like me usually.
So what is your name?
My name is RJ. I've been here for about 7 years.
Awesome.
Oh yeah, good to meet you, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to just call you Big Hammer, dude.
Big Hammer, dude.
Yeah, because you were on stilts with this huge, like, sledgehammer and all that. That was really cool.
I'm about 6'1" normally, and on the stilts, I'm about 7'4".
Wow.
So,
Yeah, you definitely had him screaming. It was pretty funny because we're sitting here recording. We could hear the screaming in the background. So we appreciate it.
Do you get a good feel out of that about freaking people out like that?
Oh, yeah. I love it.
Yeah.
What was it? Last week. I had a couple people bail. They were in the queue line. They didn't even make it into the haunt.
Because of you?
Because of me.
That's the greatest, dude.
So you've been here 7 years, though. I'm sure you've probably played many different roles in those 7 years.
I'm kind of the jack of all trades at the haunt, so I do everything. I've done security, I've done maintenance, I've done it all.
Awesome.
You just
design,
here
set
for
design. Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. That's
Yeah,
badass.
the amount of work you guys put in is pretty awesome. We just went through and had
Yeah.
a good time and scared.
We take a lot of pride in it. You know, a lot of haunted houses around here and stuff. I mean, they put work into it too. We try to put our own spin on things. Like, we like to make our own stuff.
Yeah.
No,
So
and
a lot of
it's-
the body parts in there and stuff, we pour those, we paint those. Like,
Awesome.
we make that stuff.
That's
That's
awesome,
cool.
dude.
So-
Fucking, what got you into wanting to do the horror show shit?
So when I was young, my stepdad used to work for the fire department, and he wrote the ghost rally for Lynch Fire Department in Danville.
Right?
So he got to pick the best sites, and so he chose the best sites, and then we'd go set it up, and we'd start scaring people, and I was just hooked ever since.
Cool.
And then I loved scaring, but the movie when I was young, to this day, is one of my favorite movies. Is The Thing.
Oh,
Nice,
yeah.
nice.
Back from 1982.
Oh, hell yeah. John
When they're giving him
Carpenter.
CPR and then his hands go through and the chest caves in.
Right.
Absolutely, like, hooked after that.
Yeah.
And I was like, I want to do movie makeup, you know?
Yeah.
Definitely.
That's awesome.
That's
Hell
cool.
yeah.
Well, thanks for coming on with us,
Yeah.
RJ. Appreciate it and scaring the crap out of everybody here. Joey, you want to take the headphones from him? Thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks,
Yeah,
RJ.
thanks, RJ.
Appreciate you coming on there for a
Hell
minute.
yeah. So
I was like, what the fuck? I was like, who you want me to take the headphones from?
Wrong Joey, bro.
Wrong Joey. Wrong Joey.
That's always the
Multiple
fun part.
Joeys. There's fucking 47
Oh,
Chris's.
look at this dude.
All right. So
Hey, don't break your neck again, bro.
So yeah, we've got all the haunted attraction actors coming by the table and throwing up some horns, and we just went through. Chris, what did you guys think
What up?
about it?
I thought that shit was badass, man. My favorite part, honestly, was fucking Austin with his spiked up hair playing the guitar.
playing
That was
guitar.
coming around.
That was fun as hell.
That shit was
cool.
dope.
Yeah,
I
I think he
loved
was
it,
playing
dude.
Rain and Blood when I was walking through. which is Badass.
Hey, I love you, bro. What's up?
So, Jenny, what did you
Hell
think
yeah.
about that haunted
Oh,
house?
it was great. I was the last one in
Yeah,
in
in the
our
group.
and of course, they like to fuck with the last person. So
Oh, yeah.
I got fucked with a lot.
I got to lead the group on our group. I got to
Yeah.
lead the group.
That's how
Everybody's
we
like,
were. I had Dad's hand in front of. I was in front of him. That way, he had Jenny behind him,
Yeah.
and me in the front, kind of leading through and telling him where the ramps are. and-
Dude, probably other than Austin, like the kids like hanging out. Like,
Oh, yeah.
that
That
was
was
like the
creepy.
freakiest
Yeah.
shit
Oh,
ever,
yeah.
man. Hey, Cole, like we said earlier, we got my son here.
Yeah.
Hey, Cole, what was your what'd you think about it, bro?
I thought it was great. I think everything about it was cool. It was my first time doing a real haunted house, so it was a nice experience. I just loved how everybody stayed in the role, even when I screamed back in their face.
Right?
Fucking right, dude. Fucking right, dude. Hell yeah.
That's funny. That's funny. Yeah, I thought it was amazing. I thought the amount of work that went in is just
Oh, yeah.
absolutely impressive.
Oh, the
And-
detail was amazing.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
detail, all the scenes, the way they
makeup,
set them, and the twists and the turns. I mean,
The laser
Yeah.
floor was awesame. Where it looked like you were walking
Cole.
through the floor with the fog.
No,
and the
that's what I was
lasers
just
and
gonna
stuff.
say to Cole. Like when we first walked in there and the fog, and me and Cole ducked down under the fog. What happened, bro?
We see one dude just under there, ready to grab our knees, just waving at
Oh,
us.
shit.
I didn't know what was going through there. I couldn't see a thing. I didn't even know they were both of them. There were two.
Yeah, right, yeah.
I didn't even know they were down there.
Me and Cole just ducked down under the fog, like, oh shit, there's people down there.
No, it was
Didn't say
cool.
anything to
yeah,
the
it was
group, just
badass,
what
Joey. It
happened.
takes like a half hour to get through it, so it's
Especially if you hit
Yeah.
Yeah.
the white walls. That's hard to get through.
Hell yeah,
Definitely.
dude.
it was really cool.
But it was cool though.
We had a lot of fun.
Oh,
so.
the motherfucking goddamn fucking
yeah.
Baldwin Asylum, man. Great shit.
Definitely. Well, we are in mayhem, and I promised I had a very interesting twist on the Killer Cage match.
Oh, yes, you did.
So before we get to that twist, Chris, why don't we want to say thanks to a few of our listeners
Once
and
again-
friends that have contributed some random numbers.
Definitely friends. Once again, we have Jack Ignatowski, fucking Killer Card Game, get it? We have our
Fuck
homie
yeah.
Justin Morris once again.
Yep.
We have Ray Johnsonville Brat Dick. I'm adding to that, by the way.
That's amazing.
McFalls. And our homie Rick Fisher from Sick Rick Mass. fucking throwing out them numbers. So
Hell
fucking
yeah.
thank y'all,
And
dude.
a last-minute addition to it, Austin Yancey from the Baldwin.
From Baldwin.
He
one
had
of my
contributed a number, so I'm going to get him on the variable this week.
Hell yeah, dude.
All right, so what we're going to do is I've come up with a list of 10 killers, of fictional killers from movies and stuff, and then 10 objects. So each of these listeners is providing random numbers, and they're going to basically pick each one of our killer and object, and then we're going to have a brawl. All right, Joey, so that's how this is going to work. So
this is intense.
Yes. So I'm just going to randomly pick that Chris, Justin is providing your random number, and he picked the number 4. Okay? So just remember the number 4.
All
right. My son Joe, because we got a Joe and a Joey. Joe, you got Jeff from Killers the Card Game. He picked your number, and your number is 8.
Okay.
All right. Now, Jenny, you've got Ray McFalls picked your number, and you are number 2. Okay. And then Rick Fisher is providing my number, and he picked the number 6. Okay. So everybody remembers their number?
I got 4.
Okay. Joe?
I got 4.
8.
8. Jenny?
6. No, I got 2.
And then I'm 6, and then Joey, I'm sorry. You've got Austin Yancey picked your number, and he picked the number 10. All right. So everybody remembers their numbers, and here we're going to go. All right.
Can you tell me mine again?
You're stupid.
You're 8. All right. So here we go. So, Chris, you were number 4, right?
Yes, sir.
And you are Art the Clown.
Oh, fucking perfect.
And you've got 2
Joey should be Art the Clown. He just got a
I
meal.
know.
What the fuck, dude?
And you're Art the Clown, and you got 2 chainsaws. All right. So, Joe, you are number 8, so you're Jason.
Oh, cool.
All right. And you are wielding some garden shears.
Awesome.
Okay.
Am I Jason from Jason's Deli, or Jason as in...
Jason Voorhees.
Jason Voorhees.
That makes sense, I guess.
Jenny, you are which number?
2.
2. You are Michael Myers.
Nice.
And you've got a butcher knife. That's kind of classic.
Yeah, that fits.
It's all right.
And then, Joey, you were number 10, right?
10.
Right? So you are Jigsaw. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
But did Jigsaw actually ever kill anyone?
Jigsaw with a cleaver. Jigsaw with a cleaver. Okay. And then I am number 6, so I'm Leatherface with a pair of pliers. So that sounds like I'm going to be kind of hurting with that pair of pliers.
Yeah,
I'm not Lawrence Bitter.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Not Lawrence Bitter.
Just going to say that.
Now,
dude.
the variables, Chris, you're going to really like this, okay?
Oh,
because
fuck.
the variable is there's one name in every option of the variable.
It's probably my brother.
It is your brother because it was his birthday. Okay?
Wow.
So, Joey, I'm going to let you pick a number 1 through 5, Joey, of the variable tonight.
I'm going to go with 4.
Okay, very good. 4 is
Oh, my God.
Michael Shawback with pasties on his nipples.
All right.
All right.
No, I'm looking
And
at it.
just so you know,
I'm looking at the list. I'm like, holy
the other
shit.
ones, Michael Shawback after 3 shots of Malort, Michael Shawback after 12 beers, Michael Shawback after listening to Disturbed for 666 hours, number 4, the pasties on the nipples, and then Michael Shawback in a ballet outfit.
Michael with pasties on his nipples.
All right,
Holy shit. He was.
So.
Kaya, wait. Say that again.
I can make that happen.
Yeah.
So-
His niece just said, I can make that
So,
happen.
Chris, I don't even know what to say. I mean, like, because
All right.
this is going to get pretty wild.
So we got Art the Clown, Jason Voorhees, Michael Myers, and Jigsaw. Going with fucking a goddamn butcher knife, 2 chains. Oh man, fucking Art! I win. Art the Clown wins all day.
Can I take the
probably
tricycle
right.
out from Jigsaw and beat people with it?
Yeah, all you want.
I don't know. Jigsaw, that's Joey. Aren't you in your tricycle there, Jigsaw?
I mean, I don't know what the hell I'm doing because I'm pretty sure that I engineered something beforehand to do with the cage that we're fighting in.
Right.
That's going to transform it into a trap that y'all can't fucking get out of.
See, that's what Jenny was saying.
Right.
Did Jigsaw ever really, kill anybody by his hand? Not so much.
No, he's like Charles Manson.
Exactly.
There you go. Very good analogy. Very good analogy.
I'm gonna go with fucking Art the Clown because that's me. Art the Clown. He just like
I'm having a hard time going against Art the Clown with 2 chainsaws.
Art the Clown
Yeah,
with 2
two
chainsaws.
chainsaws.
He
Yeah.
already likes strapping
I'm
ladies up and
Leatherface with a
fucking.
pair of pliers. I don't know what the hell I'm going to do up against 2 chainsaws.
Art the Clown already likes
out people's
strapping
teeth.
ladies out fucking by their legs and splitting them down the middle with a fucking saw anyway.
Oh my
Now he's got
God.
2 fucking chainsaws. Like he's got 2 women.
But I mean,
He's like,
Jenny's Michael Myers with a butcher knife, but still 2 chainsaws. That's
No,
pretty tough to overcome.
Yeah, I don't even think Michael Myers
Here,
can
how about
come back from that.
this? Since Voorhees is so fucking tall and big, and Mike Myers is big and tall, why don't we team up against fucking the chainsaws?
That's very
Because they're
possible.
big and like people hit them and they don't move. They're
That's
like
very
a mountain.
possible. And Joey being Jigsaw could have like engineered this whole like intricate,
He's a
puzzle game.
like those 2 guys pairing up against.
He's a fucking
Well,
well,
what-
though. I'll just kick him across the room.
No, what
On a
happens is
tricycle, I'll just boot him.
what up, Cat?
as soon as both them big motherfuckers go to fucking hit the fucking trigger on them chainsaws, they fucking backfire and fucking blow up. So both the big guys are out of the picture.
God damn it.
wow.
Yeah,
Spontaneous
those guys are
combustion.
gone.
Wow.
Fuck.
Yeah, like I
Man,
said, I'm Leatherface with a pair of pliers. I think I'm dead meat no matter which way
We can,
this thing
you
goes.
can wrap your apron around them. I mean, it's leather. I mean, use that and strangle some people with
Can
it.
Jigsaw overcome Art the Clown with the 2 chainsaws, though?
I'm gonna tell you what Jigsaw's gonna do is all of a sudden he takes that fucking what does he have, a meat cleaver, right?
Right.
And he fucking starts fiddling with it and transforms it into a marijuana pipe, and he fucking starts smoking out the dankest weed with Art the Clown, and Art gets so
getting
fucking
as
high.
Shit, dude.
Yeah, he gets so high that he just fucking dances off and forgets about the chainsaws and fucking. That's when Jigsaw he could use a chainsaw. He's old, but he could still use a chainsaw.
Right. That's funny. Well, I
think all our fucking people are just gonna be like, hey, we're just gonna gang up and kill people together.
Yeah. Yeah, like form just a union and just say, you know what? Why hurt each other? Let's just go out and kill people.
Like,
All
you
right.
want to kill, I want to
That's very
kill.
possible.
Let's go kill.
Maybe for the first time in a killer cage match history, everybody just got together and just went out
nobody
and
cares.
killing.
They just want to murder.
All right, I can get behind that.
They found a common
Again,
interest.
I'm the guy with the fucking pair of pliers, so I'm all about that. If you guys want
Whatever,
to not kill me, so.
Yeah, Lawrence.
Right. All right, very good. Well, Joey, I got the new Slab of Sickness in. Of course, it's got.
I know. I need to get a copy of that.
Believe me, there's one on the way. I just sent it
Hell
today
yeah.
to you. So
Hey,
you
real
got a
quick.
poster, bookmark, and everything. One side of the bookmark is a ticket to the 666 Express. The other side is the 6 train that's in Create the Chaos. They turned out really good. Brian Usual did a really good job. And, of course, the short stories, 2 of the 3 have us as characters in there. So,
Hell yeah.
you definitely want to pick up a copy of that if you're a listener. So you can go to my website, PeteAltieri.com. I'll link to it in the episode description. Got a brand new web store, and it's only $10. Slab of Sickness, and that's with a bookmark and a poster, plus shipping.
Hey, y'all actors, y'all want to
pretty
talk
good
on the
deal.
podcast?
So, all right, the new Murder Metal Mayhem website is still underway. I'm trying to get it wrapped up, but things are coming together. So hopefully by the time this comes out, it will be there. So murdermetalmayhem.com. And our YouTube channel, we're going to post some of the video we're doing here tonight over there. So go check that out. You can subscribe. I'll link to that as well. So,
Real quick,
yeah.
and while we're in Mayhem, my daughter and Courtney went through for a second time tonight, and Kaya is like very adamant about like, Dad, let me tell you something. So I'm gonna let Kaya talk something about
All right, go
her
ahead and
trip.
tell us, Kaya, what happened.
Okay, so we went through, and I was in the front, and Courtney was behind me, being slow as flip. And then I'm trying to speedrun this crap, and we went around 2 separate groups because they were going slow as flip, and was like, "Can I go around you? You're a wuss." So I went around, and then I asked one of the nuns if I could get their number. They didn't respond, which is kind of upsetting a little bit because that was a pretty sexy nun. Not gonna lie. I'm kidding. But flipping. Then Courtney may or may not have Peter Pants. I don't judge.
Okay.
She dribbled a little bit, and then and then we were going too fast through it, I guess, because we ended up behind this group of like middle school boys and talking a lot of smack. It was great. But they were going slow as flip. I'm trying to like go around. I'm like, "Hey, you gonna go?" Because they're all waiting. I'm like, "No." Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Courtney made me run into a wall too, so that was great.
Yeah, I did that a couple times.
I ran into a wall too.
Yeah.
All right, well, very good.
Yeah.
I'm glad you had fun, and we all did enjoy
Baldwin
that
Asylum. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, definitely. These guys will be out here. This is their last year at this location, and they're going to be here for the rest of this month. So if you get a chance, go over to Rantoul, Illinois. They're on every social media platform, Baldwin Asylum. We'll link to it in the episode description so you can go check it out for yourself. All right, well, we have done plenty of mayhem tonight, so I think it's about time to hit the outro.
Fuck.
All right, some Cannibal Corpse and Pit of Zombies. Why not? We're doing an episode about zombies
Gotta
tonight.
love zombies.
Yeah.
Huge thanks to our friends here at the Baldwin Asylum.
Oh my God,
Such
dude.
a cool
Such
place.
a great motherfucking shit.
Yeah, really had a good time here in Rantoul, Illinois, and just really fun. And they've been great. Everybody here has just been cool as hell. And 10 years, man, very impressive and just such an amazing haunt. So can't say enough about them. All right, Joey, what about that bumper music tonight?
Tonight we listened to Cut Up, Low 12, and Cannibal Corpse.
Hell yeah. And Chris, metal segment intro.
Motherfucking Christ, what's up?
You know it in the Murder Metal Mayhem intro by Low 12. Thanks to everybody out there listening. We keep seeing those nice numbers and just an awesome thing. This week, we're still in the same week as the episode we just did, so I don't have a current tally of the week. I'll have that next week for you. We have some listeners, though. We want to say thanks and read their comments. So, Chris, what about that first one?
I'm going to let Kaya read it.
All right. Go ahead, Kaya.
Toby Griggs Killer commented, "I just found out about you guys. Love this." I can't say that.
You can say shit.
This is a great podcast. I can't wait to listen to the old ones and work my way forward. My bad.
Very cool.
Good? No, hell yeah.
All right.
Get it
Very
in.
good. Joey, what about that second one?
Dawn Kilbride said, "Metal. I love that you guys talk about serial killers and metal. My two favorite things. Murder, metal, mayhem, motherfucker."
Hell yeah.
Fucking
Very
right.
cool.
Hell yeah.
Thanks, Dawn. Chris, what about that third one?
Clarence Sills 78 says, I heard about this podcast from a guy I work with. He's got the same fucked up sense of humor that I do. Now I realize you guys do also. I love what you do, and please don't fucking stop. We will never stop.
Hell yeah.
Thank you, Clarence.
Thanks, Clarence.
Fuck yeah.
And the last one, Alice Slayer McBride. I wonder if that's really her middle name, Chris. I'm not sure. I listen to you guys from Las Vegas. I just moved out here, and a girl I met told me about you guys. We love this podcast so much. So thank you very much. All right, pick up a copy of Slab of Sickness, Terror on the Tracks, brand new book I've got. Got a revamped 666 Express with a new ending.
Yeah.
Create the
I can't
Chaos,
wait.
Chris, the brand new story with us. coming back to life in the second story.
I can't
And
wait to
then
fucking do the audio for Creation of Chaos.
That's
dude.
going to be fun. And the last story is Death of a Resurrection Man, and I'll link to that in the episode description. All right, check out murdermetalmayhem.com, our new website. Hopefully by the time you're hearing this, it is going to be 100%, but I'm getting there. It's getting close. Also, Joey, what about your distro? What's new?
FTA Records with a Z. Yeah, fucking gonna do the promo and about to drop the Machete Dildo album coming from
Fucking
Long
right.
Beach, Compton. And the Goremonger Horror Flick CDs fucking being worked on. And I also did a few trades with some overseas people. So I'll have some pretty badass shit in the distro too. So
Nice.
kind of rebuilding. So hit me up if you need some sick shit.
Awesome,
Nice.
dude. Awesome.
Yes.
And I'll link to that, of course, in the episode description. And you can go check us out on Facebook, Twitter. We got an Instagram I just started. I haven't done anything with it yet, but we're there. And we do have a YouTube channel as well. So, all right. Well, we can't let them go without hearing a karaoke song, a little blast from the past. So let's crank it up. And until next time, keep one foot in the gutter.
And just keep fucking October the most haunted time you can ever have in your entire life.
That's very nice.
Papa, I know you're going to be upset, 'cause I was always your little boy. You should know by now, I'm not a baby. You always taught me right from wrong. I need your help, Daddy, please be strong. I may be young and hard, but I know what I'm saying. The one you warned me all about, the one you said I could do without. We're in an awful mess, and I don't mean maybe. Please, Papa, don't preach. I'm in trouble deep. Papa, don't preach. I've been losing sleep, but I made up my mind. I'm keeping my baby. Oh, I'm gonna keep my baby, yeah! She says that she's going to marry me. We can raise a little family. Maybe we'll be alright. It's a sacrifice. But my friends keep telling me to give it up, saying I'm too young, I ought to live it up. What I need right now is some good advice. Please, Papa, don't preach. I'm in trouble deep. Papa, don't preach. I've been losing sleep, but I made up my mind. I'm keeping my baby. Oh, I'm gonna keep my baby. Fuck yeah!
Mother. Man.